All right, beautiful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Once again, I welcome you to this wonderful YouTube channel. This is Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you only updated news and information on everything where they happen for Biafra land. Please subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Enjoy this live broadcast and watch it to the end so that you go understand them waiting Prime Minister Kpai the talk concerning this matter.
Any way to combat any terrorist attack or to combat any Fulani herdsmen carrying AK-47 or to do any other thing other than to look for Eastern Security Network and our young men and youth. So our focus, not all focus, will partly go to Ebubeagu. We're going to wipe them out of Biafra land. It is part of the script we are going to rewrite. I want you to understand that the second thing that is going to be my point at this evening, we need to look at the security today in a holistic fashion. In an age where security challenges have become multidimensional, our response must be multidimensional as well. We see today that the kidnappers are kidnapping people just 2 kilometers away from the military checkpoint. Soludo also have bragged that branded in branded all manner of names against Eastern Security Network and agitators. He called them kidnappers, he called them criminals. But Soludo vigilante second in command or a commander has been arrested for kidnapping. Did you see Soludo coming to social media to talk about that his own vigilante, Anambra vigilante, were arrested for kidnapping? No. This brings me directly to my third point. Any viable security strategy today must be a strategy of group teamwork. No single agitating group possesses all the necessary means for effective security or for effective security management. In our land today, Eastern Security Network need your support. And it needs the support of all groups to combat these terrorists. Only through cooperation, alliances, will the full range of the instrument be available to us. And of course, we do not want the presence of military in our land going forward. They also become our enemy because the military have proven and have shown their unpreparedness, and then also those who have alliances with these terrorists, they have shielded them while they attack and kidnap our people. My fourth point, a strategy of engagement required not only a variety of instruments, but also patience in applying them. That is why we are working assiduously every day and night with Umada, chaired by Madam Azoka Charles Nwankwo. We apply the highest level of patience while dealing with these challenges we are facing. We engage and we also engage. We need to keep up our engagement. If we want to change things for the better, we need to do more than provide armed security. We also need to assist in creating a conducive environment for long-term stability. This we have done by asking the leaders to pull out the military from our land to enable us face these terrorists that came to Abuja, that we'll see also, you will see them in Biafra land very soon. As you see them attacking Abuja today, do not think that they are far from your land. They are coming to you. When they are done with Abuja, you are next. Are you sure you can count on this military when that happens? Are you sure you can count on the military when that happens? The military that cannot protect Abuja from being under attack, the military that cannot stop them from kidnapping people from the railway, going from Abuja to Kaduna. Are you sure you can trust this military when that happens? Which brings me to my fourth and final point. A truly effective strategy of engagement, one that has a lasting impact, must be strategy that is firmly based on values. Value system has been the motto of Biafra. We value our lives and value ourselves. So our operational engagement must have the value system. And that Eastern Security Network has applied in the highest decorum. I want to inform you today, as we look forward to liberate Biafrans from Nigeria come 2023, where Biafra is going to be where democracy and freedom, human rights and religious tolerance are the key principles that we must never compromise. And this assurance we have given to international community, those who care to listen to us. There will not only be permanent features of our way of life in Biafra Republic, there will also provide our security policies with the moral compass. I want to inform you, these, in my view, are some of the key underlying principles for a strategy that seeks to address the insecurity in Biafra land. And I believe they explain why IPOB autopilot is so busy and why these alliances are in so much demand, because IPOB autopilot and ESN is able to make unique contribution to such broad strategy of engagement. Not as a police of Biafra, of course, but by making available certain measures in a way no other agitating group can or have ever done. This is because Biafra is here. One very strong measure or asset of that IPOB autopilot is to bring together all genuine agitating group before 2023. In IPOB autopilot under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these groups sit around the same table trying to find consensus and develop common approach to defend Biafra and defend Biafra land and liberate Biafra people from Nigeria come 2023. This does not rule out occasional disagreement, but in the end, the culture of compromise and the habit of cooperation always proves stronger than our disagreement in the struggle. This deep-rooted sense of common purpose in getting Biafra liberated by 2023 has enabled the IPOB autopilot to engage in some of the most demanding engagement and to carry on even if the obstacle seemed insurmountable at times. This unique staying power is sometimes, or should I say, is something that only a permanent alliance can give you. Permanent alliance. It is tremendous measure and asset and something that we must preserve. Every alliances we have had so far must be preserved going forward as we are changing the script of Nigeria in your life. Over the past 1 year, IPOB Autopilot has developed relation with dozens of Biafra diaspora groups in countries in Europe and beyond. These partnership or alliances, as you may call it, have just created a cooperative momentum that has never before existed on this Biafra movement. We are now broadening this cooperation further by enhancing our cooperation with countries that seek our cooperation, but seeking nations and government support as well. I want to inform Biafrans today that the next big challenge ahead of us is to build more structured relationship with other international organizations and the policymakers. I want you to understand that here too, we have already made considerable stride. We are also looking at the full activation of the Biafra government in exile and looking forward to welcoming them on board. We look forward to this. We look forward to welcoming the Biafra government in exile. If it is going to be for the best interest of Biafra people and the liberation of Biafra and the freedom of Biafra, we look forward to that. At the same time, we are also looking forward to having Ekwenche on board. We are looking forward to having Ekwenche on board. This is necessary and it has become imperative. So those of you, the Ekwenche, if you are watching me today, you need to come on board. In a few weeks' time, we are going to create war council that will play a very strategic role in making sure that the terrorists coming to our land are defeated in short while. We are about to open a new chapter in the struggle for Biafra. Before I end this broadcast, irrespective of our differences, irrespective of our disagreement in any way we have, I will not finish this broadcast without acknowledging the progress of different groups so far. Like I said, so many groups have done tremendously very well. As we also have received the news from the United Nations, the comment on the release and demand for the release and immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the UN Human Rights Group, the Biafra Working Group headed by Madam Bridget Okafor and Madam Bridget Okafor and her gallant men walking this stride to bring Bruce Fenn to make this particular news that you see today happen. So irrespective of whatever differences there are in the struggle, we acknowledge the stride that they have achieved so far with the United Nations making the statement. We must focus on the armed struggle for Biafra at the same time. As we are using a holistic approach, which must not be the same with other approach being used by different groups, you must respect and value each other's from their different perspectives. Our own perspective is that we are now in armed struggle. Those of you who value your political or diplomatic approach will continue with the diplomatic approach. Those of you who value your political approach should also continue with your political approach. Those of you who believe in judicial approach should also, or due process approach, should continue in your due process approach. While all this approach will come together and impact in the liberation of Biafra by 2023, our arms is up and we are not taking it down. We are taking up arms to defend our land against the impending danger that if we do not do that, we will all be wiped away and nobody will ask questions and nobody will come for the aid of Biafra people. I must acknowledge them and her team that brought Bruce Fane. You all know that in the struggle for Biafra, Simon Ekpa has never been against anybody. Whoever that have anything to offer in this struggle, I stand on the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it has always been whatever you know you can offer the Biafra struggle, you do it and come forward. If you have a group that such approach can work with, you go with it. We need to aim for a relationship that allow IPOB autopilot under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other groups to discuss and coordinate their approach, not only with respect to insecurity in Biafra, but across a full spectrum of today's insecurity challenges or security challenges in Nigeria, and also the kinetic approach to Biafra liberation and Biafra exit from Nigeria. We acknowledge Umuada and their chairperson, Madam Azoka Charles Nwankwo, all the members of Umuada that I respect too much, from Madam Ifi to Barbara to Chichi to Maureen to Judith to Carolina to Blessing, to all these people, all these wonderful women that have worked